For this deep dive comes from Rhapsody of Realities by Pastor Chris. Today we're tackling something that completely flips traditional economics on its head.
It really does.
We're getting into a spiritual concept, specifically the value of a soul.
And it all starts with a question, really a paradox from the source material itself. It asks, what good is it for someone to gain the whole world? I mean, all of it, all the power, all the wealth, but lose their own soul?
So that's our mission for this deep dive, right? To unpack this staggering claim that you find in these texts.
The idea that one single soul is worth more than everything else combined.
By kingdom value, as they call it. Before we go further, what does that actually mean? How is kingdom value different from, how we value things today?
Well, that's the absolute core of it. Earthly value is based on scarcity, utility, things that break down and decay.
Right.
Kingdom value, as it's presented here, is totally different. It's based on inherent worth, on something eternal. The whole point is that nothing we can measure, money, fame, power even, comes close.
Okay, that is a huge claim, an
Yeah.
absolutely huge claim. So what justification do the sources actually give for that?
The justification isn't a number on a spreadsheet, it's an action. The sources say God demonstrated this value by giving his only son.
The ultimate sacrifice.
Exactly. That act is what sets the price tag. And it's so important to see who it was for. Jesus died for people,
Not for things.
not for things, not for systems or buildings or commodities. For every single person, regardless of who they are or what they've done, it's universal, but it's also intensely personal.
So if the value is that immense, the payment has to be just as unique. The sources say the soul isn't redeemed with corruptible things. Can you break that down for us?
Yeah, that's just their way of saying anything that can spoil or rust or lose its value.
So not silver or gold.
Not silver, not gold, not wealth, none of it. The price, as it's laid out in the sources, is the precious blood of Christ. And because that currency is considered eternal and irreplaceable, the value of what it buys becomes eternal and limitless too.
And I guess that's the point where it becomes practical, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
If you truly internalize that idea that every single person you meet has this infinite price tag, it has to change how you interact with them.
It changes everything. It moves spiritual outreach from being, just some formal obligation or a box to tick.
Into a love mission, as the sources put it.
Exactly. It changes your whole emotional response. The sources argue that when you grasp this value, you're compelled to pray for people, to weep over their situation.
To step out of your comfort zone.
You have to. The stakes just feel too high to stay passive.
And there's that incredible image from Luke, isn't there? The one about the joy in heaven.
Over just one person. Yeah.
Just one. More joy over one person who repents than over 99 who are already, secure. That says everything about the priorities, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. And that's really the final push in the sources. This understanding isn't just an idea to think about, it's meant to become a lifestyle, to make soul winning a habit.
This idea of rescuing destinies, as they call it.
Okay. Right. Actively helping people move from what the texts call darkness into light. From this perspective, there's just no greater purpose.
Okay, so let's boil this down. Two huge takeaways here, it seems. First, a soul's value, according to these sources, just massively exceeds all material wealth and power combined.
No contest.
And second, understanding that value is meant to be the ultimate motivation for spiritual action, for how you prioritize your life.
And that really leaves you with a final thought, a challenge. The sources are asking us to train ourselves to look past the surface, past the distractions of fame, money, and all the temporary pleasures,
Yeah.
to see every person as a treasure waiting to be reclaimed. So the question to reflect on is, what does rescuing destinies actually look like in your everyday life with the people you see every single day? Something to definitely mull over.
Indeed.
Well, if you want to explore the source text itself further, you can find more information at www.rhapsodyarealities.org.
Thanks for diving deep with us today.
We'll catch you next time.
We trust you were blessed by this episode. To gain unlimited access to Rhapsody of Realities by Pastor Chris, please download the Rhapsody app using the link myapp.rhapsodyofrealities.org. God bless you.